So I did one for the No Way Jose video, right? Scoot in here. I did one for the No Way Jose video.
Oh, the knee touch. The knee touch.
Yeah, the knee touch.
Our knees touch, you guys, and I don't know if you know that. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. I don't like touching anyone.
All right.
I mean, now you're going to throw your leg across my lap just to make me feel all weird.
No, I'll just put it across the leg of the table.
No, we can touch knees.
So I did one for No Way Jose, and it got dinged by the Orchard, right? And I disputed it. Basically, this is my song,
Yeah.
This is my song. I own everything of this song, And then they still were like, nope, So I don't know.
That's why I was talking to my son yesterday, like, all this new weird bullshit language you have to say, this new Orwellian world we live in, right? You got to say unalive, man. If you don't, Boj won't see your fucking pizza.
I think we're both so angry, like we could be coming up on our last shows here.
Well, okay, so that's what's going to lead us into this. Totally going to be our last show because I'm going homeless, man.
I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams.
I'm going homeless.
Is this the last show for real?
No, it's just the last show in this studio because I'm taking it all down immediately.
Okay.
And I have no plan. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, I eat
That's
one meal
why I
a
quit
day.
one of my jobs, yeah.
Bro, exactly. I have one meal a day. I cook it, and normally that's my peaceful time. When I'm eating it, there's no peace of mind. I'm thinking about that shit.
Of course.
And I'm like, okay, I need to leave. I can't do that to myself. Not after all this time, beard low, calm low. And I'm losing my calm, and I'm getting fucking angry again. And last night,
I know.
my son was just like, "You're tripping, Dad. You're fucking tripping all the time." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
I mean, he knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he goes home and lives with fucking millionaires.
Right. Right.
For rent free.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, all right. And plus I learned that I don't have access to the garage. So I got to get rid of all that stuff.
A lot of this stuff makes no sense to me.
It has to go into a fucking storage unit. Well, if I have to get another storage unit, what the fuck? I might as well just get a new place, man. What the fuck?
Right.
So I need to talk to the landlord to let him know because they follow me and watch all my shit. We're all friends.
Right.
And I have to peacefully let him know that I just can't do it, man. Did you see the movie Heat?
I don't see. We actually talked about Heat on the episode that I think just got released.
Really?
And I was watching it and I was like, I don't know Heat. I don't remember Heat. I remember that De Niro and Pacino were across the table from each other. That's all I really remember from Heat.
Okay. All right.
I have seen it like twice maybe, but I don't really remember it much.
Spoilers. The dude running the whole thing, Bobby De Niro, right?
Is he the criminal or the cop?
Super criminal.
Okay.
Criminal mastermind.
That's how little I know.
Never get caught. Never.
Okay.
Right? They got betrayed, and he overcame that obstacle barely. It cost everybody a lot, but he did it. He has his lady, he has his new identity, he has the passport, he has the money, he has the getaway vehicle, and he has escaped. But the person that betrayed him is back in LA in a hotel under police surveillance.
Okay.
And he knows that. He's driving. You see his face, close-ups on his face. He got away. He did it. But he knows if he doesn't fucking go back and take care of that motherfucker, he's never going to have peace. He's constantly going to be thinking about it.
Right.
He turns the car around, goes back, and the whole movie goes to shit from there.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
I already know it, but I can't change it. I'm fucking Bobby De Niro in Heat, and I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And I can't calm it down.
I get it.
Raging Dean and Akuma, man. Fuck.
So my parents were in town this weekend, right?
Oh God.
And they both
Where did they stay?
They have themselves a trailer now.
Okay, cool.
So they stayed in their trailer at my aunt's house. They parked it at my aunt's house.
Very cool.
In Pleasant Hill.
So they weren't in your home with you all the time.
No, not at all.
In the house that they raised you in,
yeah,
judging you on everything that you did, right? Like, oh God.
Yeah, in fact, they were barely in the house at all. We saw them Friday night. We went out to dinner with them on Friday night with a lot of the family. And then Sunday, we had them over for dinner and I made pizzas. And they were only there for like 2 hours and we were outside in the backyard most of the time. They didn't like study the house at all.
Well, your house is gorgeous. There's nothing to really study.
Well, the only thing to study would be whatever we've done to it.
Sure. But the backyard, it was tits.
Yeah, I really did up the backyard.
Fuck yeah,
I cleaned
you
the
did.
shit out of it.
Bro,
I mean, we
awesome.
did hire someone to do all of the weeding and all of that stuff.
Whatever.
But like,
So days before your parents came over to enjoy the pizzas in the backyard, you had your official pop-up test pizza party.
But what I wanted to say to you, and I don't know why,
Bobby De
like
Niro,
how this
anger,
came up, was like
raging demon.
my parents are like, you look so happy. And I was just like, don't say that in front of Christine because she'll be like, of course he's happy. He doesn't have a job. You know, that's like how it went. I said it. Christine was across from me because I know that she feels that way sometimes, but fuck it, I'm trying, you know.
Do you really think you don't have a job?
Well, I think I have many jobs.
You're the hardest working motherfucker I know, dude.
4 jobs now.
Do you even chill?
I probably chill more than I should, honestly.
What's your idea of chilling? 15 minutes?
Reading a comic book, smoking in the backyard.
Yeah, the length, the timing
staring
of
at
one
my phone.
joint.
You know, that's chilling. You
Bro,
know.
you have always been get there, let's do it, let's get on it. Like you're never a slacker. That's a trip that you hold yourself to that accountable, but maybe that's what keeps you going like that?
I guess it's because I don't have a traditional job. So, you know, like I think most people would probably think like, oh, he's unemployed. You know what I mean? Or unemployable.
I am unemployable now.
You are?
Well, I haven't been.
You are, like I am too, though.
I haven't been in the market for 10 years.
I haven't been in the market for, 10 years is different, but like I haven't been in the market for like almost 2 years.
And now I'm in my 50s.
Same,
like, no one's going to hire a 50-year-old. No one. I know that because I'm a hiring manager.
They're like,
there's no way.
You could be like, but I've got my own company. And they'll be like, so?
Right.
You know. Yeah, I know how it goes.
I'd be like, no, I was on the newspaper. I'm fucking the Pied Piper of paint night. You know, I'm that guy. Right? That's what they called me.
Uh-huh.
I saved that shit.
So yes, we did do a pizza thing. I know this is like a little squirrely all over the place,
I love it
but
all
like
squirrely.
But doing the pizza thing is like one of the jobs, like, you know, that we could be making money on. Like, you know. Are you shaking your head?
You fucking whipped those pizzas out. It was so cool to watch you and Maceo working like a machine.
I honestly think it's because we really had a plan. This is what I'm doing. This is what you're doing. We never got in each other's way, and it just went smooth.
It was literally like NASCAR. It was like,
I guess. Yeah, because my job was everything before the oven, and his job was everything after the oven.
And that's why I was on the wall, chilling, watching you guys. But then the edibles kicked in, and I was feeling it, man. And I was so fucking
You weren't
proud.
looking at anybody. You were just looking at the sky.
All of it. I was watching all of it.
We're over there.
Because I saw you come out and you did your racetrack. You go right to Maceo, the professional pizza setup, and then you make your way back around.
Yeah.
And everything was cool. And I was looking at the birds and the trees and the breeze, and I was following the line everywhere until your wife.
Yep.
And she was looking right at me. She goes, "Ha! Look at you, you fucking nerd!" Or whatever. She was cracking up. I must have looked so goofy, bro.
I knew you were just like happy.
I was geeking out on edibles and pure vibe.
So like, you know, we made 18 pizzas that night. That was the most I've ever made. I think we've done 8 before. I think we've made 8 pizzas before. We've definitely made 6. 6 is like our standard. So I made 18 this time, and I think it went, other than making the dough took like a little over 2 hours to make all 18 because I make them in batches of 6. So like one big dough makes 6. So I had to do that 3 times, and I did it all by hand because I don't have a stand mixer or anything, you know? So that was the more time-consuming part of it. Grating blocks of cheese, because we don't buy pre-shredded cheese because it's got like wood grain in it or some shit. So we like grated ourselves, and I grated, I think, 4.5 blocks of mozzarella, you know.
You know what's a trip? You're so bougie without boasting about it. You're bougie, and I'm the one that has to remind you, you are hella fucking bougie,
Well, with
bro.
this, I feel like we have to be bougie. Like with the pizza
Yeah.
thing, I feel like we have to kind of go all out on the ingredients.
I agree.
Otherwise, it's like, what are we doing?
I agree.
Selling
Because
like
they're-
bullshit pizza?
Yo,
you
you
know?
know like when we go to like Skiplini's or whatever, right? No, family's around, there's a pitcher of beer, you can
Yeah.
hear some kind of video game in the background.
Right.
Everyone's eating the pizza, but they leave the crust or half of the crust or a
Right.
bite of the crust. Mm-hmm. Homeboy, there was no crust left. Anyone that started eating finished that shit to the end.
Someone leaves their crust on their plate, I'm killing them.
You know what I'm saying?
Throw the pizza
Fucking-
oven at
I
them.
made that fucking dough, bitch. Yeah.
So
So that was amazing. And then we got to take a pizza home. And get high and eat that shit.
Yeah, well, because I made, like I said, I made 18 pizzas. Like, truth be told.
Because it's so cool.
Great. Truth be told, we sold 8 pizzas. Okay. You know, because we're selling them, we're having people pre-order so that I know what ingredients, like I'm sending them the menu, they pick a pizza, I know what ingredients I need to buy, I know how much I need to chop up, all of that stuff, you know. And then we're even giving them time slots. So we sold 8 pizzas, but we made all 18. You know, you were over, Talon was over.
Yes.
Maceo was there. Obviously, you're
son.
cooking. Jacob was there. So, like, we knew, like, okay, we're making all 18. Because, again, you have a timeline. You make them the way that I'm making the doughs, they need to be made 24 hours later. So, like, we're making them, no problem. So, yeah, there was extra pizza. You had a whole one to bring home?
We had a Frankenstein pizza to bring home.
Right. And then, like, Shauna, when they were there.
Better.
Yeah, you get all, you know.
Yeah, dude. It's like a sampler platter shit.
Exactly.
Like, it's so cool.
Shauna, they were kind of seeming like they were going to hang out longer, but also done with their pizza. So, like, I made them another cheese pizza. It was just like that kind of vibe.
Dude, how cool is Barry's family?
They're great.
Yeah. My son was like, damn, that girl
this
was
is how
fun.
this is how great they are. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, her tattoo is amazing. Yeah. Like, it's like very like photorealistic. Yeah. But like marble or something.
Yeah, like
Anyways,
some kind of Greek statue face of a woman.
Yeah, it's like it's so well done.
It's probably Antigone or some shit.
Yeah. So she's so dope. When I started posting that I'm doing the next one, she wants to come again.
Tight.
Bring the family again.
Yeah.
So that's
kids were cool. Kids Archer and I can't remember the little one. Sorry, Shauna. It's fucked up. Sorry, Chris. Her husband's fucking dope.
Yeah, he's cool too.
They were all good, man. It was tight. Everyone that came over was cool. You just did a dope-ass show at the Pittsburgh Theater not long ago, and the city of Pittsburgh was celebrating and having its own little hot rod, motorcycle, old 50s, very cholo, very, very La Familia. It was dope as hell. And at the very end of that rainbow was the Mecca, the greatest Mexican place ever. Fight me on it, right? No, I know it's not the best, but it is to me.
Okay.
And then right across is the California Theater, and fucking that's where you were playing. So it was just amazing. So the dude that was announcing you all over the place,
yes. I was like, we've talked about this already, but yes, now I gotcha.
He fucking comes over, and I'm like, I just saw that motherfucker just through the show.
He came for the pizza
and then he stuck around because it was so cool. Possibly because you made that backyard so fucking cool. It was vibe.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Yeah, the weather was nice, thankfully.
Flawless. Hawaii, Oahu fucking weather, dude.
So for that one, I think we made pizzas over like an hour and a half. Because it was like I said, I gave people time slots. You know, so we basically made the first pizzas at 6 o'clock for ourselves, for Christine, and let's get a few made so that we have the temperature right and all that stuff. Are you still messing with the temperature in between, or you're just kind of setting it and forgetting it?
No, I turned it back up or down or
in between groups.
Yeah, because if it was going to take another half an hour for them to get there.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a fucking DJ on the turntable, adjusting the potentiometer.
So what I'm getting at that night is we basically made pizzas over an hour and a half. We started at 6 and ended at about 7:30.
Oh,
right, and we made 18 pizzas. And it was, like I said, it was very easy. People were spaced apart enough. I never felt stressed. Did you ever feel stressed?
Bro, I'm telling you, that was the most successful. It was just perfectly paced, the whole thing, all the way to the very end.
It was very chill. But then on Sunday night, when my parents were over, I didn't rush, but it was in my mind, I'm just going to make the pizzas back to back. I'm not going to hang out and talk or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll make the pizza, I'll put it in the oven, Maceo will deal with it while I'm making the next pizza. And I kind of did that. And we made 6 pizzas in 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes or something. It was just like, we can do this at a good pace. And I wasn't even rushing. I knew I was like, okay, make one back to back, but I never felt like I was rushing or trying to do stuff fast, which tells me that we could probably do, if we had to, 15 pizzas in an hour, maybe more. Not that I'm trying to race, but I'm thinking about future business. You know.
You got the touch. That whole shit. So cool. I only saw you fumble once at the very end, the last pizza.
Oh, did I?
Just a tiny bit. No one saw it. You corrected it.
Oh, because I was like, it's not round. Yeah, I remember that.
That was the only time. I'm like, wow, you made that shit look so smooth.
Yeah, we made 18 pizzas and none of them stuck at
What about
all.
your parents? Did they like the pizza or did they just eat it?
They liked the pizza.
It was good.
I think they liked the pizza.
Awesome.
It's hard to tell with some people.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't know, so that's why I asked.
Yeah. My cousin liked it, I believe. She talked about it.
I didn't even know that was your cousin, man.
Oh, yeah, it's my cousin with all the pit stuff.
Yeah, I've known her forever.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, she comes in, she goes, oh, wait, you're... And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No, we keep running into each other a whole lot. But now she knows, I think she knows I'm BINDU. But she knows me as Brandon before.
Okay. Yeah, she grew up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
That was great. And then your parents came and stayed for how many days?
I think they came up on Thursday because my dad had a shoot in the area. He shoots skeet. And he shot Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we saw them Friday and Sunday. I believe they must have gotten to town Thursday and then they left on Monday.
What's he using to shoot skeet? Like a 20 gauge? Something smaller?
I don't even know. I am so not a gun guy. He probably has told me a couple times and I'm just like, okay.
Oh.
I mean, 20 gauge sounds right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, 10 gauge, like the smaller, the bigger the fucking gun, right? So like a 20 gauge is a smaller gun. So like if you went pheasant hunting, you don't want to bring your fucking Elmer.
Oh yeah, like gauges.
Yeah, you'll blow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't bring your big ass hunting gun to shoot a pheasant. You'll turn it inside out.
We did have a pheasant stuffed on a branch in our house growing up.
Sure, and because it was hunted.
Yeah.
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 I've gone pheasant hunting with my uncle. Rest in peace.
I went deer hunting with my dad once.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like Christopher Walken deer hunter?
I was maybe 10. That sounds about right. And just like...
Thrilling. You're camping.
Not for me though, you know? Like he was like, here, shoot that squirrel or shoot something that was there. And I was like, I don't like this. Yeah, that's right. Call me a pussy if you want.
No, I think you appreciate life and love it.
No, I'll kill a motherfucker. I just didn't.
Only a
at
human
10.
being. Only a human being. If it's an animal, you're all nice and shit, sweetheart. But the shed is full of fucking people, I think.
It is full of bodies. Stacked.
But whatever, man. You got a dog. And anytime a guy got a dog, he can't be bad. That's why on the Thundercats, when Mumra had a dog, I was like, wait, is he a bad guy?
Yeah, and when someone has a bad dog, you know about them a little bit. Or an anxious dog.
Yes, it is a telltale sign. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your dog loves everyone, except me.
No, that's not true.
Your scary fucking junkyard dog, Shauna's young child, walked into the house.
Through the back gate,
and put an open hand palm calmly and slowly on the forehead of the dog. The dog chilled the fuck out immediately and went and laid down and was cool until they left. Hours. When they left, hour and a half maybe. When they left, immediately start barking at me again. It's fucked up.
Yeah, but he barks at a lot of people. He barks at Andre. Yesterday, I did that horn session. Jason Boyd was over. Jason Boyd has been over before.
He's afraid of your dog.
Well, yeah, I think he is a little bit afraid. So I think the dog knows that too, you know.
I could sense it because he mentioned it when we were at
Maltese.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He goes, yeah, and their dog. And when he said that, I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. For the impaler stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Well, your dog he gave me a love bite.
He did.
I love him.
I blame you.
Oh, absolutely, I blame me.
Sure.
Absolutely. I was lunging at you. It was fucking crazy, you know. He already barked. He warned.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't hear the barking, motherfucker? Yeah, I did, actually.
He got his eyes... So we did go to the vet. We did take him to the vet.
That kitten.
Yeah.
Fucked him up.
So he got in a fight with a kitten. There's these stray cats in our neighborhood, and there were like 2 or 3 on the roof next door that like we could see because we could just see right over our fence. And it's a 2-story. They were on the roof, hanging out there with mom and dad, maybe.
And it wasn't a big cat. It was a pussy
No,
cat.
it was like this big. Right?
Yeah, size of a large potato.
So on
That
Tuesday
pussy
night,
thing.
yeah. Bill. So
Not what we're talking about.
So Tuesday night, me and Christine are just sitting out back, and we hear like a cat screaming, but that's normal, right?
In Pittsburgh, it is.
Yeah, so it's just like in the neighbor's yard screaming or whatever. If they're fighting with each other or they're in heat or whatever.
Right.
We hear a cat screaming, and then, we hear a dog start barking, and we're just talking in the backyard. And it probably went on for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Sure.
And I go, is that Tiger? And she goes, yeah, I think so. So I go around the yard and into the side of the house, and he's got this little... Here, you want to see Tiger? There's Tiger.
That motherfucker.
And he's got this little... We'll talk about this.
This gigantic dog.
Yeah. And he's got this little gray kitten, like, cornered. There's nowhere for this little kitten to go except past him, right? And, like, he goes to, like, nip at it, and, of course, it's defending itself, and he goes to, like, pick it up or whatever, and it was like, drop it. And so, like, I tried to pick up the cat, and I got bit by the cat. Anyways, this little kitten, we got Tiger away. It actually took a while for us because, like, for some reason, instead of just like vacating the area, bringing Tiger away and letting the cat run away. I mean, I guess we were trying to make sure it was okay for the most part, but like we stayed there. He stayed there mostly and tried to coax it out of, because then it got behind the air conditioning unit.
Sure.
And so, like, it's there, scratching or whatever.
Sick.
So his girlfriend comes out and just like grabs it. And just like goes and puts it through under like one of the boards in the fence to go back next door.
Yeah.
But
Animals know.
yeah, so then then we come to find out like the cat must have scratched Tiger's eye.
Yeah, because cats are fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're very fast.
They are designed to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Their whole everything.
Yep.
Right. So even the little tiny baby hurt this big ass fucking dog.
Yeah. So I took him to the vet.
It looked like he had a single Wolverine slice.
It did. It looked, well, to me it looked like, like when you have an above ground swimming pool and you have the cover and it's halfway in and it's covered in water, but the edges aren't.
Absolutely.
That's what it looked like to me. Right?
With some air bubbles trapped in every once.
Yeah, so like it was like, I swear I could see like what basically looked like ringworm or something, and like cloudy, and I was like, oh fuck, like she probably blinded this guy.
No.
But you were like $500, because you were talking about going to the vet, and you were like, every time you go, it's $500 no matter what you do. So we took him to the vet because it got to be where he was like, had his eye closed the whole time,
Poor dog.
And so I did take him to the vet. It is scratched, not scratched all the way through, and he can see through that eye, because if I do like this, like I'm not in view of this eye, then he like sees me,
Cool.
He knows it's happening. Cool. And they gave me an ointment, and I have to put the ointment in his eye 2 times a day for 14 days, $175.
Fuck yeah. I like that. That's affordable. That is something that I can. Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable for something like that.
That is what you would expect to pay. You don't want no $1,200 bill.
No.
And you gave me some ointment. What kind of ointment is that, man? Shit. $1,200. I'll start putting it on myself.
Right. No, so it was like just a little tiny thing that I got to put in his eye.
Yeah, and let's just.
He's letting me, thankfully.
And he wasn't trying to kill the kitten. He was just playing.
That I don't know.
I don't think he ever wants to, like, kill the cats that he chases.
For folks at home, he lives with a black cat.
Right.
Who is all about him and loves him and is always in his face, and they just love each other.
No. I don't think there's any love there. They tolerate each other.
Oh.
She is always nipping at him.
Yeah.
And he's always like, what the fuck, motherfucker? Fucking stop.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's not a cat-killing dog.
Well, not that. See, here's the thing. Before we had a cat, I mean, Macio's wanted a cat for a long time.
I love your cat.
Yeah, the cat's great. But, like, before that, if there was a cat in the backyard, we would just let him out and be like, go get it. You know, we know he wouldn't catch it because like they're already 50 feet away.
Fun game for the dog.
Right. So we were like, cat, go get it. Go, you know, cat. Like, and then we got the cat and it's like, well, now we have to stop doing that.
Yeah, dude.
You know, but he still does see a cat out there every once in a while and go chase it. So like, I don't, maybe it is a game of just catch, but like you said that the cat looked pink on its belly. Was that tiger's blood or was that the cat's blood? See, like this, I don't know.
Well, that could have just been like irritation or something too.
Yeah, nasty little vagrant like that boozy thing in my fucking door.
Yeah.
Man, I gave her some water, and now she came right up to me and
Gave her
loves
more
me.
than water.
And then I started giving her a little chicken and shit like that.
Sardines.
Cheese and stuff like that. I did give her a can of sardines. Okay, so I fed her a lot, right? And now she fucking loves me. Like shit, come around.
This is the first time we've pulled up to the house and it was just laying at your door.
No.
Yeah, it was like we walked up, it's just laying, it didn't follow us up, it was laying at your door.
Not like to the side of the door, in front of the door.
Yeah, like
Really?
back on the
Right?
door. Yeah.
She's just a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
That
not
was
my
just a
cat.
one night stand.
That's not my cat, man.
I know it's
it was-
not your
It was
cat.
100 fucking degrees the other week.
I gotcha.
Put water out.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, I asked my snap. I was like, shouldn't I put water out? They're like, of course, give water.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, everyone's telling me to adopt the cat. I'm not doing that. Fuck that thing. I hear they taste good. You know what I'm talking about?
You'd know.
I am about to be, I have to make some decisions.
Yeah.
See,
I don't like it.
I'm friends with my landlords, and I don't have any problems with my landlord. But I'm in a situation where it's not going to get better. And I
You don't
realize
think
that.
so?
No,
The only way it would get better is if you had like a lobotomy or something like that.
correct. I would have to work on me, but I'm already doing enough of that stuff.
I
so
know.
I'm going to have to use my social medias and ask around.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen that yet.
Well, because I haven't had that discussion with the landlords first. Because there's respect. You know, I have to let them know.
Yeah.
But I haven't decided what to do.
I mean,
But so, but it seems to me like the decision's made.
Well,
Isn't it funny how we're not talking about Trump at all?